Hi Sanjana, good evening.
Hello, Mahima. Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. And how
Are
about
you
you?
not audible? Yeah, now
I'm
you're
not audible.
audible.
I was saying that I'm doing fantastic. And tell me, how have you been?
I have been so good, but I'm a little exhausted because before you, I have had two conversations with some other YouTubers. But still, I'm excited for this session today with you.
Oh my God, okay. Like three conversation in a day. Oh my God, like I don't usually plan in that way. I just keep one session or two session is maximum, in a day. That's it. So
That's
it's
great.
suddenly like something it's scheduled and come up and maybe they revert your email. So that's the reason it is scheduled in the same day or it's just pre-planned.
Yeah, I think I scheduled two conversation already. And I also, reach out to you second time because I know that I had postponed our conversation earlier. But yes, so this time I did not want to postpone it, so I'm here.
Oh my God, I don't know. You should have told me like already you have had like two sessions today. So
No
you
worries, no worries, no worries. I'll be speaking with more energy, don't worry.
so good to see that energy then. And welcome to the session actually. And since we are meeting for the very first time, could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for the opportunity. As you already know, my name this is Sanjana. I'm from Ghaziabad. Talking about my qualification, then I have done BCA. Apart from that, I work as a content writer. So I have been in this field for almost 6 years. And in these 6 years, I have worked upon multiple niches or topics, I would say. For example, tour and travel, business, automobile, sports, health, fitness, so on. A wide range of topics I have worked on in these years. And talking about my hobbies, then I love reading novels. Apart from that, I love hanging out with my friends. And I love, enjoy my time. I love enjoying my time with my kids. That's all about me. Tell me something about yourself.
Just keep it tight. Okay, let me quickly introduce myself for you also. As you know, my name is Mahima and I'm connecting from UP. And if I talk about my academics, who have done my bachelor's, currently I'm pursuing my master of arts. And apart from that, if I talk about my hobbies, so I'm a travel enthusiast. I love reading books. That's a bit about me.
That's great. How many places have you visited so far? You're a travel enthusiast.
Oh yeah, many places, but yeah, a few places, of course, I have visited. Like, if I talk about the UP, so as I'm from UP, so almost all places I visited. And apart from UP, of course, Delhi, Meerut, and Rajasthan, and in South also Hyderabad and Maharashtra and Uttarakhand and West Bengal. That's all.
That's great. You have been to so many beautiful places, especially Uttarakhand. That's
Wow,
great.
it's amazing, right? So, do you also like traveling?
I love traveling, but I don't get enough time, to spend into traveling. But yeah, I remember when I was in 11th standard, I went to Vaishno Devi and Chandigarh as well. So this was the so far I have been to Delhi and its nearby places. That's all.
Chandigarh is a very beautiful city also because recently my cousin she shifted Chandigarh and she always says it's good city.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's great.
So you tell me, actually, I'm very curious to, know about little bit your background because as you said, you are a content creator, right? Like it's been done.
Content writer as well as content creator. Yeah, I also
Uh, con-
created my channel 3 weeks ago. I think it's been almost 1 month since I created my YouTube channel, and I have been working on it consistently.
okay, okay. Yeah, I have gone through actually a couple of videos and I watched them and I really enjoy like, the way you are talking to others. It's amazing.
Have you also watched my first video? I think it
Uh,
was my first video. I was so hesitant at that time
yes,
when
I
I
have
shoot
heard.
mine.
Yeah, I watched actually where you were explaining it. That was a solo video, I guess, because initially a couple of months you posted only solos videos there, right?
Yeah,
So yeah,
solo videos.
mm, yeah, I watched couple
Because
of
I
videos.
started watching conversational videos, on YouTube. And I can see that people are so interested in watching those conversation videos because they get to know how the conversation take place in English. So yeah, so I also started doing the same thing, but I also want to make variation in my content so that people love to watch it.
Also, so important in their place, right? Because take example of conversation only, right? Okay, of course they can learn many things, how we can talk in a general conversation, or how we can hold that daily based conversation. But when it comes solo video, where we impart our knowledge, right, regarding language, it can be maybe technique which you have been following for a long time, and because of that you can see some good results, which is something you want to share with your audience. For that, we definitely have to create solo videos. We can't, discuss with someone on a conversation these things.
Yeah. But I think making solo video is more challenging because you have to decide what should be the title and what will be the opening line, what has to be in the middle, and then at
Uh-huh.
the end line. There's so much work to do.
I know the pain
But
actually because I
yeah, but apart from that, having live interaction with someone, it is also challenging than that. What's your take on it?
it's a more like very challenging because take example, like if we are creating solo videos, we are alone, no one is watching, right? We can take as many shot we want to do that,
Exactly.
until it gets better, right? But when it's to like conversations, there's a one chance where you can present yourself, right? You can't correct yourself if you make any mistake. So you have to deal with that. So it's kind of anxiety or fear is always inside you where you want to perform well. So
Mm.
earlier I was like, I can say much conscious about these things, but nowadays, because I consider always myself I'm a learner. I never say I'm proficient in this language. I'm never going to say this thing also in future also. So like if you consider yourself now you are a learner, so it's okay to make, like if you make mistakes, right? It's acceptable. So it's good thing. So you don't
Yeah,
need
I
to.
also consider myself as a student only.
Right. We don't have to hold the baggage of, okay, we are, very good at this language. We can't commit mistake. No, we can make mistake.
Right. And when we hold on to a specific position, like, I have known so much more about English, so there is a lot of pressure in your mind. And sometimes you feel like that if you make a mistake, then that is a blunder for you. And so, yeah, if you make mistake, it is a part of your learning process. Even native speakers make mistakes. So this is something, I tell myself so that I can overcome my, hesitation, nervousness.
Correct. Okay. And also tell me about your English journey. When did you start and how long it's been for you?
I started my English journey 3 months back. So I have been working as a content writer, and I realized that I don't know how to speak in English, even though I was good in written English. But when I joined this company, digital media, where I am working as a sports writer, so I got to know that everybody speaks so smoothly in English, and I was not capable of doing it. So I was quite shocked, people speaking in this language. I did not have any idea that, this is so much of importance. Then I started working on my English speaking. And for the past few months, I have been working on it consistently. Not only I am talking to people over audio calls or having one-on-one interaction, but I am putting myself into uncomfortable situation like so for the past 8 to 9 days, I have been using an English speaking app called Episodal, where I can connect with people from different parts of world. So this is something that has helped me to overcome my hesitation, and it has also brought a little shift in my mindset that I have had regarding English so far because of the society, people around us. Yes.
Mhm. Right? Application name which you have mentioned that I would love to try that.
Sorry, can you say that again?
I was asking that application name which you have mentioned where you are connecting
Yeah,
with people from
episode.
different parts.
Okay, okay. I'm spelling it. You can write it down somewhere. EPI
EPI,
SO
S,
O.
O,
Okay, I'm just typing it in the chat box so that you don't have any. That's have you got it?
Like, okay, yeah, got it. Thank you
The
so much,
best,
actually.
even just like I told you about this application, one of the YouTuber told me about this. So basically, you can talk to people for 7 minutes. After that, you can be connected to different persons. So it is a short rotational conversation, one-on-one interaction with the people from different parts of world. And the best part is that you don't have to spend any money on it.
Okay, so is the website or is that application which we can download from App Store or Play Store?
Yeah, sure. Either you can use it on your PC or on your phone as an application.
Okay. Definitely, I would love to try that because there are very fewer, I can say, application where we can connect with the native speakers, right? Because most of the paid version are there,
Yeah.
right?
So talking about so far, I have connected to people from UK,
Okay.
Colombia, Brazil, China, Vietnam, and our nearby countries like South Korea. And these are the countries. So it is the application that is specifically made for people who want to practice their spoken English. So when you sign up for this application, you will have to go through the interview. So there will be some host when you join this application. They will only ask you about your introduction. You have to tell about yourself, and then you can be, you can join the application as a regular user, I would say, and you can start having conversation with people.
Wow, like it's amazing application, I would say. I definitely would try. Love to try it. Today itself, I'm going
Yeah,
to try it. But
that's
how's the
great.
experience with form? Like, have
Yeah,
you
my
learned?
experience, I have learned a lot. As I told you earlier, that it has bring some, changes in my mindset because here in India, you are not supposed to make mistake while speaking because you are laughed, you are mocked at. Even though you know so much more, you have better understanding, better clarity of thoughts, but there are people who are gonna judge you. So when you talk to these people, I did not feel like that as if, I have to perform as a, as a best person that I cannot make mistakes. So these people also make mistakes because they are also learning from different parts of world. So it is a great experience. So I want to talk about that. I have had conversation with someone from the UK, and for the first time in my life, I literally did not pay any attention to the grammar he was using while speaking. So it was a nice experience, and because here in India, we keep saying things like when it is raining, it's raining cats and dogs. So I literally asked him this question: do you guys use this? It's raining cats and dogs. So he said that no, we just say it's raining. So I think we have made this language so complicated that so many people are afraid of speaking in it. So uh, this application is helping me a lot, I think.
For a moment, if we think just just for a spoken part, right? Forget about grammar initially, right? Because as we are a beginner or intermediate, okay, I know grammar is essential. I'm not denying. At the same time, if your focus is only on a spoken part, right? Because as now you're speaking, so we want to get a good command spoken English, right? It's not like written English is something else. Like for that, of course, grammar is needed, right? We have to get the proficiency in grammar, then we can write, good or
Hmm.
script or something. For a spoken part, like first we need confidence, right? Understanding of the language. So for that, if we forget about the other things, which is maybe there are very nuances in English, right? Especially in grammar, right? If we talk about and go in a depth. So I can say we can perform better. Like take example, if you are maybe a tutor in front of me and you are sitting there just to catch my mistake, what I'm making while speaking in a grammar. So probably I'm going to end up with making a lot of mess. Seriously, that's
Hmm.
happened with me
Yeah.
most of the time. When I talk to someone, I know that this person who's sitting in front of me does not care about grammar, right? And my actually point of view, I have to present myself, I have to articulate my thought, whatever I'm just want to deliver. So in that way I perform well. So is this like something happened with you ever or happening with you right now also? That's my questions to
No,
you.
when I talk to those people, I sound like a very confident person. But if I talk about as an Indian, because our mind has been conditioned in a way that if you talk to someone like who is also an Indian, and our mind is conditioned in a way that we are bound to find mistake what they're speaking in what they're speaking. So yeah, even today, if I'm talking to you, so I'm gonna catch because my mind is going to catch if you make any mistake, or your mind can also catch the mistake I make while speaking. But when I talk to them, they also make mistake. I also make mistake, but it does not, I don't care much about it at that time. But if I'm talking to someone from my own country, then there's a lot of pressure on it.
Yeah, true. Correct. Mhm. Oh. Okay, and what about their accent?
The accent, they speak so fast. They speak so fast, but sometimes I have to say politely that could you please slow down? So yeah, they can slow down. If you have any difficulty understanding them, because they speak so fast, and when they speak, you get to realize that most of the words they are not pronouncing, they're just silent. So I tell them that could you please slow down? Could you please say it again? That's how I keep the conversation going with them.
We have to be very attentive while talking to them. That's great. Oh wow, that's nice. So,
Tell
tell
me
me, like,
something about your English speaking journey.
this speaking journey is also, uh, actually, I have a 2 year of corporate experience. I worked for the 2 years in corporate. Okay, so, but there I didn't get much opportunity to talk someone in this language because my work, like, it's just back end work. Okay, so for that, like, it's hardly I can say once in a month. There was a meeting where I had to join that meeting for a couple of minutes and keep stay there for half an hour and then just listen all day. So I didn't get much opportunity in my job role. So once I quit my job in this year itself, like 2025 in end of May, from there my real practice started, like consistent practice. Before that also I was on and off user, like sometimes when I got time, I used to use some paid forms, and so in that way. But that practice I didn't count serious one. So it's been, I can say, 4.5 months for me, like in consumption with my practice when I'm learning this language. And in my case, I was not good I'm not good at writing. Writing is something I
Yeah,
don't know
but
what.
you speak so well. I love the way when you take phones. This is something I really want to, incorporate in my mind, in my habit, in my way of speaking. Because taking pause is also a very art. Many people don't know. Even I don't know when to take pause. Sometimes I just rush through my conversation because we have in our mind that we just want to complete everything all at once in just one shot. This is also a very big problem, I think.
Thank you so much. Uh, yeah, so it's been overall 4 months for me also since I have been learning this language with consistency. So there are many struggle I can say I faced already, and still there are things which I would like to improve, of course. And for that, I've definitely I can see seek validation, not validation, but yeah, of course, feedback from others. If someone is come and give me constructive feedback, I'm open for that always. So yeah, that's how my journey is going on.
Okay. I think to some extent we are in the same boat. You started 4 months ago. I also started a few months back. So, how many subscribers have you got on your YouTube channel?
It's fine actually. Subscriber and views, I'm not denying it's of course it's important when we are putting your efforts. So definitely you are somewhere anticipating, result, of course, no doubt. So same uh, goes with me, I can say, but in my case, I definitely want to see good result in it itself only. Like like if I watch my previous video, like which I recorded 3 months ago, and my current video. So if I'm able to see some changes the way of speaking and presentation and all. So I'm happy with that. So if you are asking about my subscribers, so I have around, I can say, 700, and yeah,
That's great.
700 subscribers, I guess.
So far, I have got 45.
Okay, maybe because of
So,
you are already. Mhm.
yeah.
No, I'm
I'm
asking
sorry,
like,
what did you say?
no, I'm asking like, because as your working profession, so you may be not able to get, give that much time which, YouTube
Hmm.
needs. It can be a reason, right?
Yeah, right. And this is the reason why I have not posted, some videos for the 5 to 6 days. So I'm going to post this video, this conversation.
Of course, sure, no doubt. And tell me, what do you do in your spare time? How do you spend?
Mhm. I love, spending time with myself. What I really do is that I sometimes love to watch horror movies or thriller movies. Apart from that, I love hanging out with my friends because this is something I love doing it because it gives me the opportunity to explore the outside world. Like we can go for shopping, we can watch a movie outside, and I also love to take beautiful, long walks in big city parks. So in my city, there are just 2 to 3, I would say 2 to 3 big city parks, and they're so amazing. So I love visiting them in my free time.
Okay. Wow. Nice. Okay.
So, what is
And
something you do to maintain your or to protect your mental peace? Like when you feel peace.
uh, for that, like break time to time. It's really important, right? But then it doesn't matter if you are a student or for working profession, I can say it's not possible. It's a compulsion for them to work Monday to Friday. But as I'm on a free word, I can say for that in between, if I need, there are a lot of going on in my mind and I need break. So that case, I take break completely, where uh, most of the time I avoid using my phone. Right, I just want to maybe sit at my home, peacefully and enjoy like evening and with cup of tea or talking to my family member. So yeah, that is my, I can say, stress buster. Like in
That's
that
great.
way. Yeah, watching
I
Tarak
also
Mehta,
love to
my
practice
favorite.
digital detox. Yeah, I also watch it. Yes.
Oh my God, like, since my childhood, I love watching Tarak Mehta. Even every single day, like whenever I
It
uh
never gets old. It never gets old.
even repeatedly, I old episode, if I talk about especially, I can say I have watched multiple times, seriously, and I never get bored like watching Tarak Mehta.
Hmm. I also
My
watch
favorite.
it a lot,
Except
especially
the
when I have my meal.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, I didn't hear you actually. Could you repeat it again?
I said I love. I also love to watch it, especially when I'm having my meals
Same,
during
same here.
lunchtime, dinner
Same,
time.
same here. And rest of the day I don't watch actually. Just uh, while having my meal, of course. Like I can say lunch or probably dinner. Both. It's mandatory to watch Tarak Mehta. If I don't start Tarak Mehta, I can't eat. It's the same
I think this
time.
is the same reason with me. So, do you watch it on TV or on your phone?
On mobile,
Okay.
because it's
And I
easy
love
to.
to watch old episodes. It's old episodes, amazing.
Okay. Old episode actually I watch also sometimes. Nowadays I'm following new ones like on Sony application, right? Yeah, where we can get. So this
Okay.
is the only I can say TV show or only I watch only, because except that rest of the things which I watch just to improve my communication, like all rest of the things I watch in English.
Hmm. Okay, that's great to know that. Do you watch
So
movies like any?
I'm not a movie buffer. No, I There are few movie which I can say I heard good review about, people and all. In that case only I go and watch. Otherwise, I'm happy with web series.
Yeah. So when people are fond of watching web series, that's
Do you watch also?
no, I don't watch. I just watch some Hollywood movies with subtitles on sometimes whenever I have free time. So I also get to know a lot of phrases, kind of slangs they use in their conversation. Yeah.
Actually, one thing I would love to ask you, tell me about like when how like you could tell me how did you start your content writer career actually? Like since childhood, like I can say, were you interested in writing or later on you have developed this habit, to write something? So that's how.
Actually, I was fond of reading novels. I was fond of reading novels, and because of that, I also got interested into writing. But in my mind, I did not have the thing like I would become a content writer. The thing is that I was looking for a job. Then I got to know about a digital marketing company. I went there for interview and they told me that you have to write. So I got interested in that and I joined the company as a content writing intern. So I also gained some experience at that company and I keep switching to different companies. That's how I started gaining experience in this.
Content writer. It's like it's not like something you are interested in initially or
Mhm.
you had a
Yeah,
skill.
I
Like
think it was this time to happen. Something, it was something written on the chart. I think whatever I plan to achieve, I have never achieved that thing. So I think if I am talking to people or working on my English speaking skill, this is something I have been doing mindfully because I know that this is going to benefit me for the long run. But when you are a child, when you were in your school, so you really did not have any idea that what you are really interested in and what you are made for. So yeah, I think this has become my lifelong process, a lifelong purpose, I would say.
now do you enjoy writing, right? Uh-huh.
Yeah, but writing article is also very hectic job. So if someone asks me they should they become a writer, though I would say no. Because in this age of AI, so many people have become reliant on AI. They are using AI massively. So I think credibility of the writers has somehow lost, I would say, because there's so many people using AI. And I in my workplace, I have some people who literally don't write anything with their fingers or keyboard. They just, they're used to using a lot of tools at the same time, and they can get the task done in just a few minutes. And yeah, I think this is the reason why, creative jobs are taken away by the AI.
In that way, actually, we have stopped using our brain. We just always rely on only on chat GPT, whether it's writing a small email or replying someone messages, right? We just all the time go to chat GPT, right? So I can say we should avoid using chat GPT like excessively. I'm just saying it's not like I don't have to use it. Like sometimes I also, yeah, I definitely use and just for a time saving. But if you have free time, in that case, we have to use our brain, right? Just for a, I can say, if you write something for a better sentence construction or something in that way, we can use ChatGPT to, don't change my words, just frame in a maybe perfect way in that case. So it's better. So
Yeah.
tell me,
And so, yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, I was saying some people use ChatGPT as if they're talking to any psychologist for mental relief or kind of therapy. So I
All
had
right.
it in the news 2 days back.
I also
I
have
think
it.
ChatGPT or AI has become your buddy, I think, because he says all the nice thing about you so that you can feel good about yourself. It is also very common these days.
Okay, just one advice I would like to ask you for everyone. Take example, whoever learning this language and they all are beginner. Okay, for them, if they want to start writing, how they can start? Is there any tip or tricks do you want to give them? Who like
I
take
think
example of someone
writing,
interested at all in writing, correct? So, what kind of advice would you give to me?
you are not interested in writing. This is what you're saying? Okay. I think sometimes what you do, it is something that, comes from within you. So if I give advice to someone who are not interested in writing, then it is, waste of time. But if you start reading lot of novels or you're fond of reading text, stories and all, then you can get interested into writing as well. And yeah.
Okay, got it. Mhm. Okay, so is there anything do you want to say, or because of time constraint, we have to wrap up session here?
Yeah, I want to ask you what advice would you like to give me to continue my English speaking journey going?
My God, like you're doing amazing. You don't need to, ask for anyone to advise. Like seriously, like because as your working profession, I know in your case it's sometimes difficult to maintain consistency, right? So it's okay because already you have another profession or that's a priority for you to work on your job, right? First, simultaneously you're working on that. So just try to maintain consistency. I can say if in a week try to take 2 to 3 YouTube sessions, right, for your YouTube channel, or as you are also, I guess there's application which you have mentioned that name you are practicing there. It's enough, right? And you are already good at writing and you are interested in reading a novel. So amazing. That's the reason you have got that, good command over a 3 months because of your good habits.
Okay. One last question I want to ask you. How to practice, taking pose naturally? We don't have to force ourselves that we have to pose because this should look like natural process when we take pose. Is this something you do mindfully or you just do it naturally?
Fully. I was, there's a one, uh, there's a not one, there are many people actually. I love to watch native speakers also. So there's a channel name I forget actually. I keep forgetting channel names. Okay. So she even she was born and raised in UK, okay, and now she lives in different country. I'm not sure which country exactly.
Are you
She's
talking about Nitu man?
no, Neetu ma'am, I know actually no. No, she's not about that. But she's actually podcaster, if I'm not wrong. So says like if you want to sound confident and front of others, in that case, if we like speaking too fast, so we end up with talking nonsense most of the time. It doesn't make sense for others. Why we do this thing? We don't want to keep silent. We don't want to show we are running out of thoughts. But it's fine if you take pause and if you keep silent in between, because if we don't take pause, so we use a lot of filler words, right? Yes, I know, like that.
No, I
So
keep using all the time, and people, say that why do you keep using So I think some English tutors, told me, replace this filler word by saying moreover, and that and all. So how should I stop using it?
naturally it comes. Don't take pressure actually seriously, because oh my god, like there are many things which still we have to work on, right? So just go in a flow with the same thing, whatever you are doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So
Yeah, it
let's
was a
wrap.
great conversation with you.
Seriously, it was
So,
nice speaking with you.
and in future, we can connect one more time so that we can have detailed conversation on any specific topic if you want. This would also be great for both of us.
I would love to have it. So let's
Yeah.
wrap up this session here because I don't want
So,
call to disconnect abruptly, right? So yeah, okay. Have
nice
a
talking to you. Bye.
bye
Have a
bye.
good
Take
day.
care.
Bye.